How did you find the defendant, Ms. Dykeman?
Maine Coons are very difficult to find unless you go for a breeder. You can't guarantee that they're purebred, and that was really important to me. You get a lot of mixes. And based on the things I saw on social media and her website, I determined she was a reputable breeder and reached out, and through our initial conversations, I felt she was the one.
She happened to have, or was expecting a litter?
She had a litter.
Ms. Dykeman, how long have you been a breeder of these sorts of cats?
Not for too long. It's been about 3 years total.
So when people reach out and say, I want a kitten, and you have a litter or expecting one, how does that work?
In Renee's case, you know, I had a litter. She liked one of them a lot, and I knew the kitten was spoken with 2 people, and I just started the conversation about the dilemma. Felt super duper bad because it's such an emotional thing when you connect with a kitten. And I ran across a kitten that a breeder had that I thought was so cool. The same color, for the most part. Same, you know, gender, and same price as the original kitten.
You were going to get the rest of your money, and you were going to get your kitten. And Ms. Coble, you were okay with the cat?
Yeah, she did send me the picture. I did ask her extensively, is this kitten going to be papered? Is there going to be a contract? Will it be the same benefits? Because
the same questions you asked her originally for her litter.
Because her website stipulates that these things are included with this price.
Yes.
And I asked if those things were going to come with this kitten, and she assured me that this breeder was vetted, good, registered, had all these things.
Okay. So you did guarantee.
I have a contract that obviously stipulates some guarantees. The big one is from life-threatening congenital defects for sure. Obviously, that goes along with a timeline with 2-week exam from a veterinarian and providing me with documentation that they've been examined within that 2-week period of time, which I believe that would have been January 29th of 2024. And it's a 1-year health guarantee. And so within that 1 year, if there's any life-threatening, congenital, or hereditary problems, I would do a trade for a new kitten.
Even though this wasn't your kitten?
That's what the contract says that I did with her, so yes.
So you take the kitten home?
Yes. The day of pickup was, I don't know if any of you are familiar with it, but it was basically the ice apocalypse.
Yes.
It was very cold, like ridiculously unseasonably cold, even where we met. And so she had had the kitten and had to go pick her up somewhere else, and then the kitten had been in the car for a really long time with her trying to get to us. It was 2 hours later than it was supposed to be. We were worried about it getting dark. We were worried about her getting home. We were worried about the kitten. I don't have a contract from her of any kind. I signed something on her phone. My bad.
You never got a copy of what you signed?
No.
Why didn't you provide that to her?
Well, a couple things. So ahead of time, no, and I don't normally provide one ahead of time to anybody, and none of us knew about this.
Well, given the fact that you didn't have a hard copy is my point.
Right, but, and it wasn't my phone, it was actually my iPad that I had it on. Not that that's...
It was a phone.
That's okay. Okay,
Sorry.
Talk to me.
And it's not a long contract. It's Exhibit B, page 5. So it's not a long contract to read through real quick. And they did have it kind of on the front of their vehicle. Looked at it, looked over it, signed it. Obviously, we had already exchanged with the kitten, and then we went our separate ways.
Okay.
And as far as providing it, it was Facebook messages. And it was an attachment after the fact, because I had a chance to sign it, date it when I got home, and then sent it over to her. And I think she unfriended me on Facebook. I have no Facebook messages to go by.
I'm going to pass this to Judge Juarez.
What did you do to verify the health of this kitten?
Of this kitten, it's conversations with the breeder. You know, she did give us a vaccination record. You know, she had that with the date of birth. But besides that, you know, I can ask her for genetic testing on the parents.
You did?
She did not give it to me.
Okay, so haven't you violated your contract then? You have a contract with them. You are making guarantees, not somebody else. And you're guaranteeing that the kitten is free of life-threatening genetic defects. And you did no genetic testing.
Right. So life-threatening genetic defects are definitely covered on the contract. But those are none of the situations that her cat is.
Right. You make another guarantee, though, which you have clearly not highlighted, because it's the one that gets you in trouble here, which is that we guarantee our Maine Coons to be free of illness at the time of purchase.
I only had the kitty with me for an hour.
Yeah, that's the problem.
But for several days after, my messages from her were, she's doing great, she's doing awesome, here's some pictures.